Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, or should I say welcome back to your favorite channel. So I would try to make this video as short as possible. So I know I have made videos about the word submission and the things, I would talk in videos and I would mention submission and I would end it and stuff. So now I feel like you guys are entitled to knowing the reason why I don't like the word at all and why it would never sit right with me. So growing up, I've listened to people, men precisely, say use say things like what a woman should be like. I mean, a woman, a wife, let me say, what a woman should be like once she become a wife in the house, the things that she should do, and the way a life should be, and how she should listen to her husband. And every time they talk about it, it's like a woman should be controlled by a husband. Like a wife should be controlled by her husband. That is what I have listened to while growing up. That is all I've listened to. And then I remember those times I would just be thinking like, why is this thing like this? In my head is always like going like, why are they talking about this thing? Why is it that a woman should be this way or that way or that? But the only thing I remember was that it never sit right with me. I never liked that word. Like the definition never ever sit right with me, because I would just be thinking like, why should a person be obeying another person? That is one thing that it all that is how it felt, and that is how I felt listening to that, to them say, to them talk like that. I would be like, why should another person be obeying somebody that is supposed to be their husband? Because my whole concept of marriage then was like, and I'm talking about my teen days. Like I would be like, what marriage should be like is like marriage, you will be married to your husband, you love your husband, and that's just the whole thing. And I feel like maybe that's as a result of the movies I had watched at that point. So I just feel like that is what marriage should be like. I have a different perspective of what marriage should be like in my head. And then I listen to people say that this is what a woman should be. She should be controlled, she should obey. So it never sit right with me. And then when I started growing up and stuff, when I become an adult, and I still hear these words and going around that submission, 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 and it always only applies to women. So I know that I don't like that word, and then I'm like, okay, maybe there's no harm in trying. I should try just getting myself on Google. I love Google so much. Google is like my best friend. I just check about anything, everything on Google. Even if I'm having difficulty spelling something, I just go on Google. So I just go to Google and I started searching and I started deeping what is the meaning of the word submission, what it means. And then I swear in my mind I was trying to, like, I was praying that I would get something like it would mean to respect. That was what I was looking for. Like I was just searching for, and I was in my mind I was believing it would mean to respect. And then I got on Google, and the first thing I saw on Google was this picture of two individuals. One was standing and the other one was bending, you know. And then immediately I was like, oh my god. And I read further, like I just read down. And the only thing I could see, I saw online was submission means to obey. It means to submit to another person's authority. I'm like, no, 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 no. Like immediately I freaked out. I'm not even lying. The word submission gives me legit anxiety. Like I don't like it. It doesn't matter how much you try to explain it to me. At this point, it doesn't matter what you have to say about it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And yes, I know it's in the Bible. I know I'm a Christian, but it still doesn't do it for me. I still can't find my way around the fact that somebody needs to submit to another person. Somebody needs to obey a person they are supposed to be married to. It still doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't do it for me. So and I didn't stop there. I dig even deeper. Like I started looking for different. I was just trying to. I was still believing in my mind that maybe somebody would have a different definition of it. For some reason, I was like, maybe there'll be another definition for what this thing means. And the whole time I was just going round and round and round on Google, it brings me back to obey. And I'm like, I'm anything in this world. Like I am anything in this world but submissive. I am anything in this world but but to obey somebody's authority or what somebody think of me. I am anything of that, I'm anything and everything in this world. I'm respectful. I am sweet. I am loving. I am kind. I'm all of those things, but submissive. I, as a woman, this is me speaking for myself. When I marry someone, the plan is to respect, honor, cherish, and love. That is for me. That is me. You see the word submissive. It at this point is even scary. Like it's scary. Is actually I feel like it's bad. It's terrible. That is how I feel about the word submissive. And I don't know. You might be like, and also yeah, I want to mention that I came across a video on TikTok, like a lady, because these guys, men have been going all around ranting, or should I say getting angry about every woman should be submissive, and then why a woman should be submissive. And this wife, they are married couple, she asked her husband about, she was like telling her husband that what is your take about women being submissive, and what do you think that these men are saying women are not submissive anymore, or they say suppose like feminists, they are spoiling the world and stuff, and they are not being submissive. What is your take about it? And the wife beautifully, I won't even like it, beautifully explained it to the wife. It was like it told the wife that if a man wants a woman to be submissive, he has to be a good man, or that. There's so many. He explained it in a very beautiful way. But what if I tell you that even then, it still does not do it for me? Like, it just, for some reason, it gives me anxiety. I don't know if it's because I've heard it in a very bad way, in a very terrible way while growing up. They've explained it, or men have made it seem like it's like the worst thing. And it is, because at the end of the day, I've gone to look for reasons, and I've got to look for answers, and I've gotten the definition, and it's actually very terrible, because I don't believe that if two people are in a marriage and one person has to submit, or one person has to obey the other person's authority, I don't think that is a marriage anymore. In my opinion, if you ask me, I don't think that's a marriage. I think that's more like a school. Yeah, that's more like a school or a place of work, because I feel like the only person you need to submit to, or you need to like give report to, or whatever that is your boss or your teacher or anything, not your husband. You're supposed to love, respect, honor your husband, and then vice versa. You're supposed to do that for your wife too. The word submissive is terrible. It is scary. It is not good for me in my ears, and I'm not making this video in the hope of changing what people think about submissive, because even by me saying all of these things, I believe, or I've seen some women that really understand the concept of it, and have accepted what it means to be submissive, or they have found a good reason or a good ground to fit it in, or they found a better definition for it, and they are fine with it, they are okay with it. That is fine. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, or you should now be me, or you should now try to believe in what I believe in. I'm just saying that you guys are entitled to know why I'm always against the world, or I'm always saying, oh, it's terrible, it's bad, or it's this, or it's that. So I'm just saying that for me, this is why I think, or I believe, that the word submissive just will never do it for me. In my opinion, like I said, if two people are coming together to be married, if they are married, I believe it's supposed to be respect, not obey. It's like it gives me, and I'm not even lying, it gives me anxiety. I cannot wrap my head around the word submissive. The thought of obeying someone scares me. Someone that I call my husband actually scares me, because how will I feel? How would it be? What is it like? I don't even want to imagine what a marriage would be like if you have to be submissive, if you have to obey someone. I can't begin to imagine what it would be like. Then to now think that I should leave that word. No, I don't even want to imagine it. Then if I don't want to imagine it, imagine that what it would be like. No, I don't know. Don't let me, I can't even say it. I can't even say like I want to imagine it, or imagine myself living that life that I have to obey my husband. No, I don't want to obey anybody. I want to what I want to do is ask opinion, and then be given. I want opinion to be given to me, not not being told what you should do. This is where you should be. This is what you should know. I don't want to be told that. I want to respect and I want to be respected. Like tell my husband this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is who I'm saying. Now that for me is good. So I looked up, and when I was looking up the word submissive, I looked up the word respect. Then I saw that respect is just so beautiful. It's full of flowers. So I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like, I'm not making mistake. It's not a bad thing that I've always been like, I want to be respectful of my husband. I mean, it's not like I don't know what the meaning of the word respect means before, but I just wanted to see more about it. Then I like, then I compared it to submissive, and there's no comparison. Like, there's nothing to even compare them together, because to submit is to obey, and to respect is to respect is to actually love someone, or to respect someone in a way that, yeah, is to put them in mind that I'm with someone, and this person deserve to know that this is what I'm doing, this is where I am, or this is what my life is about, or stuff. That to me it makes sense. That makes sense. That to me is a marriage. That to me is a partnership that will be full of love and sweetness. I can't know, but to submit, I don't see myself in that light. But like I said, I know there are women that have found their ground. They know what it means, and they found a good definition for it, and they love it, and they've understood it, and they want to be that woman. But I don't want to be that woman. And at this point, I know that it will never sit right with me. It just doesn't do it for me, because it sounds like a terrible word in my ear. Like, it sounds very scary to me, and it gives me anxiety. So I just think you guys deserve to know why I hate it so much, or why I don't like it so much, or why I don't even want to hear it, or why it doesn't matter how much you explain to me, how much you try to explain it to me, what it means to be submissive. It just would never do it for me. I would never understand it. I don't want to understand it at this point. I leave it to you guys that understand it, and that love it, and that want to hear it. You guys should just keep it. And I feel like it will never do it for me. So like I said, I'm just doing this video because I feel like you guys are entitled to know why I am always just, hating the word. And I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to spread hate in the world. I'm always saying that, oh, I'm trying to make every woman, or this channel is about making every woman not be submissive. No, this is not what this channel is about. So that is what I'm saying. I feel like you guys are entitled to the reason why I don't like it so much, or why it scares me, or why it gives me anxiety. That is why I don't want you guys to have the wrong impression of that. Oh, that's girl, she's always talking about every woman should be this or that. No, I'm not saying every woman should not be submissive. If a woman wants to be submissive to you, that's fine. That is your cup of tea. If she finds her ground, if she loves it, if she's found a good definition for it, if she's okay, if she's comfortable with that word, that's cool. But I am not comfortable with it, and I feel like that should be cool too if I'm not comfortable with it. So I'm just saying to you guys that this is why I don't like that word so much. I hope now we are cleared on this, and I hope I would never have to explain myself ever again in my life why I don't like the word submissive. And I hope you guys, and also I want to know what you guys think. I still want you guys to still drop in your comments and let me know what you guys think, your own opinion. Have you found your ground? Have you not? Do you love the word submissive? Do you not? Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, please. That's very important. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.